Look, we need to begin asking what and who the dissertation is for. PhD students spend years of their lives preparing a very long, very highly format-focused piece of writing, primarily for an audience of 3 to 5 people on their defense committee. That's not a real audience. That doesn't affect policy change, doesn't pay publics back for funding PhD programs. I know, academia is attached to its traditions. Outside continental Europe, most senior scholars' concept of the dissertation defense, or viva, is a tradition of wonderful, intimate questioning behind totally closed doors. It's like a rite of initiation. But initiation into what? We are no longer training for the professoriate, people. Most of us who complete dissertations will not be walking into any form of tenured, elbow-patched, secure employment, where the audience that matters is the academic hierarchy and cloister of our particular field, or region, or institution. That ship has sailed, and it has mostly crashed on the rocks. Most of us are not going to find the lifeboat to the tenured lands. More importantly, what that ship carried was not supposed to be a protected profession and prestige economy. It was a belief in the value and protection of public knowledge. Once, in my own memory, that knowledge could only be valued and protected via default closed processes of print. But that ship has also sailed, and in a totally different direction, kind of off the side of the flat earth, because we have knowledge abundance. We need to start considering open the default rather than closed. If people are going to value public knowledge, they need to be able to find it and use it. If there's hope of academia's cargo of belief in knowledge continuing to be valued in a world of knowledge abundance, we can't keep those principles tied to processes of tradition. PhD students, particularly in North America, particularly in small regional programs, pay dearly financially and with years of their lives to engage in the dissertation process. We need to open up their PhD process to make it as widespread and meaningful a form of communications and reputation building as it can be. Otherwise, we leave them kind of stranded between the two ships, on an island that may pay for programs and may help institutions stay afloat, essentially since we don't pay supervisors, but doesn't really take them anywhere, doesn't really serve them. Our dissertations processes should at the very least scaffold students' capacities to build rafts to public audiences and contributions. Are there risks? Absolutely. Open public communications in a time of Twitter and call-out culture? Fraught. Hot mess. Let us not forget, however, that the power relations of being a student subject to the operations of a committee can also be a very serious problem. That's my 2 cents. Let's start this conversation. How, in the big picture and the details of each decision to be made along the way, do we open up the dissertation?